Okay, we are looking at LSAT 41. This is logic game number 1. A closet contains exactly 6 hangers, 1 through 6, so we know we're dealing with a sequence. Hanging in that order from left to right. It also contains exactly 6 dresses, which are labeled as here. A different dress on each of the hangers in an order satisfying the following conditions. The gaze dress is on a lower number hanger than the polyester dress. So we have G is before P. That's a third order rule. The rayon dress is on hanger 1 or hanger 6. Either the wool dress or the silk dress is on hanger 3, so wool or silk on 3. And the linen dress hangs immediately to the right of the silk dress. So here's the silk dress, linen's immediately to the right. All right, we want to apply the hierarchy of rules in this situation and solve the scenarios. You could really begin with whichever one you wanted here. These are kind of both first order rules, but with what's going to happen is there's going to be 4 scenarios that derive from this situation. So let's just begin to solve the scenarios. So here is R and 1. Let me go ahead and R in 6. Okay, this is completed. Now we're just going to exhaust what could happen with W in 3 and S in 3. So I put W in 3, and then I come down here, and I keep my R, and I put S in 3. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing here, W in 3, and then I put S in 3. All right, these are done. And so now I'm looking for a second order rule, which is this. It's just basically a block of things that can happen. And we know that there's an SL block, and so I'm just going to exhaust what can happen with S and L. I can put SL here, and I can put SL right here. Okay, here I know that SL has to go like that, which it also has to go like this in this situation, and I can put SL here. Okay, so that is completed. Then we're looking at the third order rule, which is just in a sequence game, as something goes before something else. And here it's G must go before P. And this has to fall this way. G goes before P, and G goes before P. Okay, so now we have 3 spots with G and P needing to go with G going before P, and so what you should think about is G can only go in 2 spots. All right, G can only go here and here. Here there's a P. All right, I'm going to just leave this for just 1 second. Here we can just fill it in. G is before P. G is before P, and in this one, again, we can only have G in 2 spots. And G is before P here. And so we're just left to fill in the remaining variables. I know that W would have to go here in this situation, and I know that W would have to go here in this situation. Here I just create an option for what can happen, and that's WP. All right, and then W and P and W. And that's it. The entirety of the game is solved. This is really just a classic sequence game, and this is exactly what we would do, how we would approach it. We have a total of 8 wholly solved scenarios, and we just go through and answer the questions. Okay, which one of the following could be an accurate matching of the hangers to the fabrics of the dresses that hang on them? All right, well, we're just dealing with an elimination question, we want to go through the rules and eliminate the answer choices that break the rule. So our first rule is G must go before P, and if you look at C, P is before G, so that automatically falls out. Okay, and if we look at our second rule, R is either on 1 or 6, and if you look at E, G is on 1 and P is on 6, so that rule, that answer choice falls out. If you look at rule 3, we need a wool or silk dress on hanger 3. And on B, answer choice B, we have G on hanger 3, so B falls out. We're just between A and D at this point. And rule 4 is this. We have to have SL next to each other. And if you look at D, we have SW next to each other, so D falls out. The answer thus to the question is A. All right, number 2, if both the silk and G dress, if S and G are on odd-numbered hangers, which one of the following could be true? Well, here S is even, G is even here, G is even here. S and G are 3 and 5, so we're looking at this scenario, all right? S is 1, G is 4, so that doesn't work. S is 4 here, S is 3 here, G is 1, so we're looking at scenario 7 also. And G is 2, so it wouldn't work there. So between 2 and 7, what does it ask us? Which one of the following answer choices could be true? P hangs on 1. Well, that cannot be. It has to be G or R. The wool dress hangs on 2. Absolutely. In scenario 4, it could happen. It could also possibly happen in scenario 7. That's the answer to the question. Let's keep going, though. C, the polyester dress hangs on 4. That can't be. It would have to be L in both situations. The linen dress hangs on 5. It could either be G, P, or W, but not L. And then the wool dress hangs on hanger 6. No, it has to be P or R. So we know for a fact that the answer to the question is B. 3, if the silk dress is on an even-numbered hanger, which one of the following could be on the hanger immediately to its left? So let's see where we have silk on an even hanger. It's here, so it could be S and W. It's not here. It's not here. It's not here. It's not here. Here again, it could be S and W. All right, it's not here and it's not here. So W must hang immediately to its left. It's interesting. This is a could be true question, but it's actually a must be true where S is on an even, where S is even. All right, a W would have to hang immediately to its left. E is the answer to the question. 4, if the polyester dress is on hanger 2, which one of the following must be true? All right, so where do we have polyester hanging on 2? It happens in 7, and it also happens in 6. The silk dress is on hanger 1. No, it would be G. The wool dress is on hanger 3. It could be true, but it also could be S, so that's not a must be true. The linen dress hangs on 4. It could be S or L, so that's not a must be true. The linen dress hangs on hanger 5. It could be L, P, or W, so it's not a must be true that L is on 5. And then R is on hanger 6. That absolutely must be true. That is the answer to the question, which is E. Okay, 5. Which one of the following cannot be true? The linen dress is next to the gauze dress. So we don't have LG here, 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 or here, or here, or here. But we do have it in scenario 4, so it could be true, so that's not the answer to the question. P hangs immediately to the right of rayon. So do we have an RP situation? We don't have, do we have a PR situation? We don't have it here, 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 here. We don't have it here. This is not an RP situation. We don't have it here either. This could only be a PR, and it's not there either, so B is the answer to the question. Let's look at C, though. Rayon is immediately to the left of wool. Do we have an RW situation? And it can happen in scenario 4. do we ever have S going before G? That's what answer choice D is. And we don't, we have it here, so that could be true, thus it cannot be the answer to the question. And then E, the wool dress is higher than the rayon. So do we ever have R before W? Of course we do, in scenarios 1 and 2. So that could be true, thus it cannot be the answer to the question. Again, the answer to the question is B. 6. Which one of the following cannot hang immediately next to rayon? Well, if we just look at rayon, it's RG. We know that G and W can hang next to rayon. GWP, GWPL. All right, so, and that is it. So we have GWPL that all can hang next to rayon. So if we eliminate G, W, P, and L, we're ending up with answer choice D, which is S, and that is the answer to the question. All right, 7. Assume that the original condition that the linen dress hangs immediately to the right of the silk dress is replaced. So this rule is replaced by the condition that the wool dress hangs immediately to the right of the silk dress. So we're left with this. So this is the new rule. If all other conditions remain in effect, then which one of the following cannot be true or must be false? So what we need to do is just come down here, take a look at what can happen. We know that R could be in 1 or R could be in 6. And now what we're saying is we have S and W need to be next to each other, so this is where we're at. Okay, and we could expand this out a little bit if we wanted to, but it's not really necessary. We just need to know that G is before P, and then we need to, we have an L that's left over that can really go anywhere. So let's just go through the answers and see if we come up with anything. Which one of the following cannot be true? The linen dress is on hanger 1. There's nothing that would prevent linen from going on 1 because we could put G and P there. G is on hanger 2. We could have a G and a P here and an L, so there's nothing wrong with that. The wool dress is on hanger 4. Well, we see that that's happened. The silk dress is on hanger 5. Silk could never be here because it's only in 2 or 3. So the answer to the question is D. And then E, the polyester dress hangs on 6. There's no issue with that. We could do something like this if we wanted to. Okay, so we could put the polyester dress on 6. So thus we know the answer to the question is D. Okay, that concludes LSAT 41 Logic Game 1. Thank you.